Hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we are into the third week of June in 2024. Got kind of our typical springtime weather pattern going on here on the central coast of California. We get fog in the morning, and then usually sometime before noon it burns off and it's clear and nice and stays in the upper 60s, low 70s during the afternoon. It's not till late summer into August when we start getting any kind of warmer weather. But hey, this is going to be chapter 13 of the shootout section here of the 45 ACP round nose test that we've been doing. And this is going to be with this Cramer mold that I've been telling you about. That was one that I acquired after we got the series started, and I wasn't sure whether I should include it or not. It's a cast bullet, and I had enough comments. The guy said, yeah, go ahead and put it in. So we did. And that's what we're going to look at today. We're almost done with the series. If you're just chiming into it, what I've done is I've got a whole bunch of bullets here that I tested that are in the 230 grain round nose range. Mostly cast bullets, but we also included some jackets and some plateds for comparison's sake. And what the series is all about is looking at the data section of our Lee manual. Sorry, I should have had that out first. And saying, hey, we've got all this data for this particular kind of bullet, but Lee doesn't tell us what bullet it actually is. It gives 2 or 3 values for a cartridge overall length, so we don't know for sure which one we should use. What about that? And is it safe for me to take my, in this case, 230-ish grain bullet and use Lee's data? So that's sort of what we're working up to. We're going to bring all of this information together in the next edition of this series, where we'll do a wrap up and kind of summarize all of this, and there's some important takeaways that we're going to talk about then. But let's come down for now and look at this Cramer bullet. Here it is as cast and powder coated. You can see a dummy round there in the picture. Cramer made a lot of molds actually decades ago. They eventually sold out to Seiko. This bullet is kind of like the Seiko 457, 456, but not exactly. It's a very slightly bevel-based round nose bullet. The bevel base is there, but it's really, really slight. It's a 3-cavity mold, very nice mold. I got it at a really good price, and it was in almost new condition. I don't know if somebody got it and used it. It had been used, but not much. It was in great shape. So let's come down here and take a look at the data that I did collect, okay? And then we'll move on from there. Hang on. Okay, here's the information for the Cramer bullet. It was powder coated in prismatic bronze chrome, one of my favorite powder coats. It weighed as cast 232 grains. The overall length 0.665 inches. Our cartridge overall length worked out to be 1.275. That's where it would work and function in the target to the Kimber 1911 that we used. Using the same charge as all the rest of the bullets, it shot out at 819 feet per second average for the 14 rounds that we put on paper, and a fairly respectable standard deviation of 9.0. So, you know, if we kind of scroll back up the line here, you can sort of see some of the other values that we got. So, you know, it's right there in keeping with the rest of our cast bullets. You know, we did note that with our powder coated and jacketed, or excuse me, plated and jacketed bullets, okay, we got significantly lower velocities. All right, so there you are. Hey, it was right in there with the rest of our cast bullets, right where we kind of hoped that they would come in somewhere, you know, 825 to 850 feet per second. That's sort of what we, or at least what I look for in a round nose 230 grain bullet for 45 ACP, and that's what I suspected we would get, having shot all of these bullets in the past, except this Cramer. This was the first time that I shot that one. But I was confident that the load we were going to use was going to be fine, and it was. Let's go take a look at the range, and just like all of the rest of these, they all were fired out of the same firearm. Okay, the Kimber Target 2 stainless 1911. They were all, you know, it was loaded the same on the same press with the same dies and with the same charge as all the rest of these. The only difference in the loading was with the seating depth. Okay, each one of those you got a custom fit to your firearm, and that's what I did with this one. All right, spoiler alert, I had a bad day at the range that day that I shot this bullet. I don't know what's going on. You're going to see the target that I produced is not indicative of what the bullet's capable of, and you'll see what I mean. And most of them were right in there, but I put 4 out there in left field. I don't know if I was shaken or didn't have enough breakfast or too much coffee, or it was just me not paying attention. But the ones that you're going to see out on the kind of the left side out of the black, that's all me. Believe me, it was not the bullet. Okay, you'll see there's enough of them that are right in there that will give you that that information. Anyway, let's go take a look and see how it ran. Cramer 4.52-230. There's the Cramer bullet. All right, there you go. See what I mean? Yeah, the round was good. It was just me throwing them out there. I might as well just taken a cartridge and thrown it at the target for those 4 that were out there, right? Hey, I think that will do it for this piece. Now, next week, I'm going to come back. We got one more piece to do, and that's going to be to finalize all of this and come up with some takeaways, some things that we can all think about what this test really did or did not produce for us. Okay, that's going to do it for now. So from the Viejo bench, for now, that's all she wrote.